Good morning. Craig Daugherty. I'm the Operations Section Chief on the Beachie Creek Fire for the Southwest Area Incident Management Team 2. This is your Friday, September the 18th update. So just a quick clarification. We're a Type 1 team. We're one of 16 teams in the nation. We came in on this fire. Yesterday was our first full day. So I'm going to apologize if I got some names wrong on the map yesterday. It's a quick geography lesson when we move into a different area. This is our fourth fire for the year that we've been on. So I took the test yesterday and I failed a couple of names. So I'll work on getting those corrected. So quick run around the fire. Obviously last night we got a little bit of moisture, which was very helpful. We'll take advantage of that moisture and get some crews in when we can safely do so. We're checking roads and access today. But that's going to be a good shot for us to help us get some containment in there if we can get access. Yesterday up in the north part of the fire here, again I'll orient you on the map. This is the Riverside Fire. This over here is the Lion's Head Fire. You know, this is the Highway 22 corridor on the south end of the fire. Obviously out here on the west side is all the towns that you have that were threatened. You know, Silverton, Scott Mills, Cocoa Corner. Crooked Finger area in this part of the fire. You've got the Silver Falls State Park. You've got Staten, and you've got Lyons, Mill City, as well as over here the community gates. And then up here is the North Fork area and the town of Elkhorn. So in Kilo yesterday on our north end of our fire, very similar to yesterday, crews continue to get in here, work this edge, going as direct as possible. That's getting right on that fire edge and using a combination of crews, heavy equipment, and engines to try to contain that fire edge. I've had some questions. This is the Tower Rock Wilderness area, why we haven't gone any further here. And the reason for that is lack of resources. We're in a planning level 5 at a national level, which means it's the most extreme level as far as fire activity going on in multiple geographic regions. That's different parts of the country. So we just don't have enough horsepower to be working in this area just yet. We are coordinating closely with the Riverside Fire. We do have some containment lines built in here in case fire does try to line up and come back through here. That's been a concern. However, we do recognize a piece of private timberland here that we're going to try to protect once we have the ability to get some resources in there and figure out how we're going to take this piece of ground right here. Very rugged, very inaccessible country, so that's one of our challenges that we're looking at. But we just not enough resources to get around this portion of the fire, which is in a lot of back country. So this piece is looking good. We'll continue to work in here today with that moisture. Coming on around here down the west side, here in Butte Creek, Crooked Finger area. Crews again got in here, got some access. We're able to get on the fire edge and get some more direct line accomplished. They did do a small burnout down in the very upper end of Butte Creek yesterday, which was just to square off a little bit of country here to save us having to get around all of these fingers and spot fires in here. That was a very successful operation, kept a low intensity fire, and that is going to help us contain this corner down here. Coming on around each one of these fingers, we've got work going on. The good news is down here, this furthest west finger here, just below Silver Falls State Park and above the community of Mahama. This is in a patrol status now. There are some smokes that you're going to see in the black. We're aware of those. We'll be keep moving and getting those, but we're working on the fire edge right now, so no need to call in if you see a smoke in those areas. Coming on around south end of the fire, again, crews continued to get on that fire edge, work that. It's very fingery, and that's just exactly what I'm explaining there. There's lots of edges there. There's lots of spot fires. This finger here of unburned is quite a bit of country that we've got to get around, so we've got a crew in there working there today. They're also getting hose lays in there so that we can get water so we can mop up those stump holes and different things in and around the communities that are sitting in here. Coming on around here further south, south of Gates, crews were working some of this edge right here. We still have a little bit of activity. The most active part of the fire still is in this area, a very rugged piece of ground. Again, hard to access. We're looking for opportunities to get in there and get that edge picked up. There is some indirect line out and away from the fire that's been completed around this area, a combination of road systems and work that was done with some heavy equipment. And that'll be our focus the next few days, is to see if we can safely insert crews into this area and go direct on this piece of line. Again, this is a big piece of country right here. We're probably looking at about 15 to 20 miles of fire edge that we've got to get around. So a lot of ground to cover, and it's not easy ground to get on. So we've had some questions about North Fork and Elkhorn. The damage in that area is substantial. There is continuing to be assessments being done by the local agencies, and we recognize that people want to know what's going on there. That information will be released as the assessments are completed with the county, but the damage is very substantial in that area. Another question that's come up, we are going to have people back in parts of this area today. We do have some concern about that. Obviously, you're entering a fire area. There's a chance of fire weakened snags, rollout with rocks, all the things that are associated with the fire area, those hazards, heavy smoke. So we encourage people to be very situationally aware of where they're going. Look up, look down, look around, because those hazards are very imminent in that area. So we encourage you to be very safe as a community, as those homeowners repopulate this area from the south end of Gates into Mill City, and down that 22 corridor towards Lyons. That concludes our update for today. Have a great day.